one Disney park going through a serious amount of change right now, it's arguably this one. Welcome to Walt Disney Studios Park here in Paris, soon to be renamed Disney Adventure World. With the world of Frozen opening in officially spring of next year, things are about to change. So I figure, why not enjoy the park as it is and ride all the rides, see how long it takes us to ride them, and just enjoy the park as it is, maybe one last time. As a local here in Paris, I am thrilled that we are almost to the opening date of Frozen, that we're closer than ever. I know it's going to change everything drastically. This park has been in need of love for some time. It's known as one of the less developed parks of the Disney parks, and all that's about to change. So come along for some fun and let's have a good day riding all the rides here at Disney Studios. There she is, the symbol. Maybe not for long. It is an overcast day here at Disney Studios Park. A little chilly, but perfect for this cozy sweater. We're ready. Oh my gosh, I see Christmas lights already. It's gonna be good. It's not even Christmas time yet. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, today is all about rides. So we are gonna try to walk at a good clip here, at least, through world premiere. But this music is speaking to me. My little millennial heart. You are looking beautiful today, Disney Studios Park. Ready for a fun day. Okay, so it's 9:45 as I'm walking into the park today. Slightly later than I hoped for. There was, of course, early entry for hotel guests, so I saw online that the wait for Crush is, of course, already decently high, but I can see it here, yes. The line for single riders is still 45 minutes, which feels like kind of the norm for park entry time, and I'm just gonna knock that out right away because that is definitely the most popular ride here at Disney Studios and at Disneyland Paris kind of in general. It's always consistently very high wait times. Ride one.
Russia's coaster is a turbulent roller coaster type ride in the dark. With high-speed thrills, sharp turns and sudden drops. For your safety, get the Park back or
I could honestly watch these guys for hours. I just think they're so cute and funny. Well, that was super fun. You can see why it's one of the most popular rides in the park. I wish it was a little bit longer. I wish there was more audio animatronics on the ride. Like the couple that you have in the queue are so good. I think it's just such a unique format, and I don't know if this is just how the single rider line always is, but the handful of times I've ridden this attraction, I always get to go backwards at the beginning, and I feel like that's just such a unique point of view and super fun. It just really feels like you are surfing, and that's a really unique kind of track system. There it goes. I feel like everyone's just like laughing, having a great time every time they ride this. The wait was like exactly 45 minutes for single rider line, just as they predicted, so we love that. And it was 75 minutes for just regular riders, and it would have been like €16 if I had done the Premier Pass to skip the line, but for me, waiting 45 minutes for the single rider line is not a big deal. Obviously, if you had more people that wanted to ride together, it might be worth it to get that €16 Premier Pass, but for me, it's totally fun. A great way to start the day. Got a cowboy meeting and greeting over there, and a cowgirl doing their thing. It looks like RC Racer is 30 minutes single rider, 35 non-single riders, so I'm not mad about that. I feel like that's pretty average for it. It's probably not going to get any better. So let's go ride RC Racer and just knock out some of the major roller coasters here. Good way to get... Oh,
Space Ranger.
Hello.
Universe Protection Unit.
I love Buzz in English and in French. Yeah, it's a good way to get the adrenaline rolling on a Monday morning here. RC Racer! RC Racer is a roller coaster that goes just up and down like that. It does get kind of thrilling though. Like when I've ridden it before, I've been surprised. I've been surprised at how thrilling the top can be depending on where you are in the car. So we'll see where we get in the vehicle today. I mean, it's like 90-degree angle. That's thrilling. Okay, I didn't notice how these are like blocks, like little tracks pieced together. The details in this land never cease to amaze me. At any Toy Story land. I mean, this one's pretty minimal by Toy Story Land standards, but look at that. Cute. So this is fun. Welcome to me having a new mic and also being a newer vlogger because my mic was not recording and I was unaware. But this is me talking about how actually 17 minutes into the queue, a cast member came out and told everyone in the single rider line that it actually might be faster for us to go over to the regular line instead. So I decided to give it a whirl and went over there, and then in the end I actually did end up loading the ride right before some of the people that I was just behind in the single rider line. So that's a new hot tip, I guess, that the single rider line, even if it is posted as being shorter, might actually not be. Also on this ride, I was seated next to a family with adult kids that was just having an absolute ball, and I feel like that is one of the major perks of being a single rider, is that you get to interact with all these other families throughout the day and kind of bond with them through experiencing the ride together. So I was planning on hitting up the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror next. However, the wait had gone up to about 45 minutes at this point, which was a little more than I would prefer. So I decided to stay in Toy Story Land and hit up Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin. And I always want to say Slinky Dog Dash, like the one in Hollywood Studios, but it is not. This is Zigzag Spin, and it is quite a bit different than the one in Florida. But it is very cute nonetheless. Look at that little guy. And I also just noticed the ball and bones in the middle this time. Adorable. And it was a 5-minute wait. So yes, we will do that. Knock it out. I also love in this part how you can see in the queue the grass effect of the short grass there and the taller bamboo grass. Like, they just did such an amazing job with this theming. And there is a prelude of things to come. I like how from this angle you can see what a gentle start and stop it is. Like, I know people are scared of this ride because it is tall, but it feels very gentle. It's no Tower of Terror. They have heaters. I noticed across the way that RC Racer said that the single rider line was 5 minutes shorter than the other, but I don't know if I'd believe that anymore, even though they're basically the same time. Over here, Ratatouille, l'Aventure totalement toqué de remis is closed right now. It's undergoing some refurbishments right now for a pretty extensive amount of time through this spring. They are changing the whole ride over from 3D to 2D officially, so updating the graphics with that, as well as updating some elements in the queue and maybe some other special elements. I am not sure, so it'll be a welcome surprise when we see what they did update in the ride. But this whole area is such a vibe, decorated for Christmas, and look at all the different food booths coming in for the holidays. Look, it's gonna be good. I cannot wait to see what kind of food offerings they have for the holiday season. And also, this is going to be my first time really going to a Disney theme park when it's decently cold. Like, this is kind of a new experience for me, having grown up going to Disney World and then Disneyland as an adult. The climate of Disneyland Paris is kind of a new ball game for me, so I'm interested to see how that will go, just having to be cozy and bundled up in the Disney parks over winter. Okay, now it is time for some Cars Land action. This one goes out to my nephew and every other child that loves cars, because it is sure a lot of them. If your child loves Lightning McQueen, wow, this is the place for you. This is Catch-A-Roo Rally, and look at the wait time was only 10 minutes. And honestly, you could spend 10 minutes just looking at everything in this cube, because there are so many Easter eggs and references to items from the movie. Like, I love this whole bead curtain they put here for Fillmore. And look at all these cute little travel brochures they have, like the kinds you would see if you're staying at a motel of local attractions. I had never seen that before this time. I had never noticed it. So they really thought of lots of little details. And of course, there was the man himself, Lightning McQueen. Okay, that ride is chaotic in all the best ways. It's similar to the ones at Disneyland or Disney World, like Alien Swirling Saucers, and obviously the ones in Cars Land in California, where you just feel like you're gonna slam into another car. It's so unpredictable how you're gonna move around the track, and it's just so fun. I feel like, again, this is one where everyone, especially little ones, are just laughing, having a great time. I saw someone filming before I got on, and I have filmed in the past on this ride, but then they said no phones, so obviously I abided by those rules, so just a heads up. It's simple, it's a short wait, it's a good way for little ones to be able to see Tow Mater and Lightning here and get a quick pic. It's definitely worth it in my opinion. It's usually a really short wait too, so. Okay, and now it looks like the weight is finally dropped down for the parachute drop. I will see if I can see a view of what's going on in the construction of the Land of Frozen. So I guess you have a 50-50 chance of if you're going to see towards the Land of Frozen or if you're going to see towards like Big Thunder Mountain, Disneyland, the main park. I got the latter, so no views of the construction this time, but obviously that happens. That comes with the territory. It was still fun to see the sights that I could see from that side, and maybe I'll try it again sometime to see some construction updates. Okay, now I'm getting a little hungry, a little ready for some lunch and a break, maybe in the warmth of the inside of World Premiere. This statue of Walt and Mickey does not get old. And look at that landscaping. Like, I love these colors. I love seeing all these different characters represented, the current and future, like Lion King, characters of Disney Adventure World coming very soon. It's just such a good representation of the diverse group of characters in this whole park, and gosh, I can't wait for Lion King Land. So look at the view from the second story here of World Premiere. It's gorgeous. I had never been up here before, I don't know how, but I stopped at Searchlight in the main level there and got this Wilderness Explorer donut because I am 1, a Wilderness Explorer, and 2, a chocolate fiend. So I got this and it was good. It was a donut. It was nothing too crazy, but it was tasty. So yeah, I'd get it again. Alright, well that was a good little lunch and snack break, and now I see the tapis volant flying carpets over Agrabah is just a 5-minute wait, so why not go check that one off our list next. Disney knew what they were doing when they made World Premiere indoors like that. I mean, the area was already indoors, but to have a place to eat and just chill and be warm in a climate like Paris is definitely needed, and I'm grateful on this first cooler day in the parks. It is definitely Sherpa weather, it's fleece weather, cozy, and we are loving it. Time to go hang out on set with my favorite Disney prince. 5 minutes, baby. And there's smoke coming out of the lamp. That's kind of cool. Steam. One fun thing about this ride is that you're supposed to be on like a movie set, so they have props around here. You're backstage, I guess. They didn't have to, but they did. Hello, Agrabah. This song is perfect. So we get a little peek into Frozen Land. The world of Frozen, I should say. Not Frozen Lands. Look, you can see tiny Anna and Elsa. That tree-lined, lamplight-lined street is gonna be epic. I'm so excited. It's gonna be beautiful. Look at the fall leaves too. We're ready. Tower is at 60 minutes right now, which is pretty high. That's pretty wild. So I thought Avengers Assemble Flight Force is happening now for 5 minutes per single rider. So let's go into that. Full disclosure, I'm not an Avengers person. I don't really know the characters. I know bits of them. I'm learning, but I am not well versed in the world of Avengers, campus or films. But I still love this ride. It's a rock and roller coaster basically at Disney World, but with a cool Avengers overlay. So that we love. I have really fond memories of riding this with my friend and pretending to be big Avengers fans, even though we know nothing about the franchise, or next to nothing about the franchise, and just screaming, I love this ride, as we were taking off. That initial takeoff is really fun. See, here's a guy. There's a guy there. We know him, we love him. He's a superhero guy. I heard someone call him Ant-Man. You can come for me in the comments about this, that's okay. I know I don't know anything about these superhero guys. I know Loki, I know Black Panther. I know Spider-Man, that's for sure. I know that I would like to watch Guardians of the Galaxy one time because the songs are fun. I know that about it. There's some kind of show going on. Who is it?
Félicitations recrues, vous pouvez rejoindre vos familles.
It's
Je suis fier de vous. Votre entraînement est terminé. Félicitations.
Captain something.
Rappelez-vous, la maîtrise des arts mystiques demande du temps et de la concentration. Mastering the mystic arts takes time and dedication. Continue to meditate and practice your spells regularly. The path of mystic arts is a lifelong journey. À très bientôt.
And there he goes. Bravo. I'm most interested in this. Well, that was wonderful. That was the fastest it could have possibly been. I just literally walked straight on and got front row. So I think that's a first for me, to be able to get front row on this particular version of the ride. And that was so joyful to be front row. That launch, you just like go 0 to 60 so fast at the beginning there. And there was a French family getting on with me, and the daughter had never ridden before. So I got to reassure her that she'd be fine. And I think she had a great time. So cool. That's what dreams are made of, that single rider line. Getting front row, chef's kiss. Now, you can guess what's next. If you know this park, you probably can guess. I'm going to the other Avengers ride very close to here. Spider-Man. Spider-Man WEB Adventures, Web Slingers.
Et mettez ces lunettes de ciblage rouge. Elles sont très
Tu nous as entendu? Un docteur. Mieux vaut le dire un docteur. Je crois que tu en as suffisamment appris pour aujourd'hui, Peter.
Le voyage ne s'arrête pas au bout d'une seule leçon. La sorcellerie, comme toute compétence, demande une pratique constante. Elle évolue. Et vous aussi, vous devez évoluer. Les menaces changent, toujours présentes, prêtes à surgir. C'est pour cela que je suis de retour. Pour vous rappeler que le progrès ne s'arrête pas.
I feel like I never know what I'm doing on Web Slingers or WEB Adventure, but that's okay. You don't need to know what you're doing. You can just have fun. And c'est moi. You already know what time it is. Time for my favorite ride in the entire park, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. This one is probably scarier than the version in the States, I would say. Obviously, I'm referring to the Florida one. The storyline is similar to the one in Disney World. However, the little girl follows you as you bounce up and down through the elevator shaft and says creepy things like, I wouldn't go in there if I were you, and shh, don't let them hear you, like things like that. And when it's in French, I don't know, if you're not a native French speaker, I do think that just somehow sounds innately scarier. But of course, here it is. The lobby is probably the reason I love this so much. Like, look at the lamp, even has the logo on there. The details are impeccable. There's a creepy little doll for the girl. I mean, they have everything in here, as usual. And one thing I noticed for the first time is obviously this is where there had been the lightning strike on this elevator, but it also extends to even the floor. The floor is cracking from, like, coming from the elevator. That is crazy detail.
You unlock this drawer with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and sun.
Watch that special in engineering, and I want to play with glue guns and make these. That's so fun. Time for Together, a Pixar musical. 3:40. I like to get to all of these shows at Disneyland Paris about half an hour early. If there's only one person, you might be able to squeeze in like 20 minutes, but I've had some close calls where I just barely missed a show recently, so I'm not taking any chances now. And I really wanted to see this show, so I got there like 34 minutes early just to be sure. This one is so fun. It has so many favorite Pixar characters and just puts you in a great mood. If you somehow don't have that last line in your head walking out of Pixar Together, I don't even know. It's impossible. It's such a bummer. I feel like that whole show is like Disney at its best, just promoting the beauty of music and community and love coming together. That's what it's all about. And I love to see it. I love all the songs, love all the characters. I love that it has some characters in movies like that aren't represented here elsewhere, like Monsters Inc., Up. Obviously, Up will be represented in Disney Adventure World, just not yet. But that show was just a little bonus because I just hadn't seen it in a while and wanted to just sit down and watch a show. I'm not in this park as often, just having a moment to chill and see a show, so that was really a treat. Also, I realized I didn't really debrief Tower of Terror. That is my favorite ride, I guess, in any of the parks. And I love how bouncy it is here. You just go up and down. The little girl is definitely creepy. But there's really fun cast member interaction on this last time, where the cast member was giving us our safety instructions, telling us to stay inside the vehicle, keep no phones, all that safety instruction stuff. And then a cast member came up behind her and was like motioning and making like little like this behind her, and then it was like 3, 2, and then we like closed the doors and everyone was laughing. So cast members are the magic. But we are on to our very last ride. Obviously we had a little detour of that show. You can probably guess where I'm going. It is to the far back of the park, a little corner, a little pocket at the back for our very last ride before we close out today. It's weird to think that very soon this won't be like its own little pocket kind of away from everything, because look, right on the other side of this fence here is Disney Adventure World. So this will all be open, connected. It'll make more sense. I can't wait. So yeah, if you didn't guess, we're going on Cars road trip for the grand finale. It's a goofy one. As a girl from the Motor City, Detroit, this is my vibe. Also it's 10 minutes, which is what this should be. It loads a lot of people, so it's easy to get on quickly.
Oh là, cruise! Sur la route 66, on prend son temps et on s'arrête.
Catch out! The Route 66, she is full of the crazy beautiful things. Ciao! Au revoir les amis! Arrivederci!
Remain seated and keep your hands and arms inside the tram. Thanks. Whoa, this canyon is so beautiful and calm. Seulement en apparence. Wow, quelle allure!
Yeah.
Okay, I just noticed I took down Walt Disney Studios, the sign. Ah, that feels real. I don't know when they did that. Well, that's a wrap on Disney Studios, all the rides, and one bonus show. That was a really fun day. I'm glad I got to do all the rides in pretty good time. I'm leaving here at like 4:30 or so, and it was a pretty leisurely day, so all in all, great day. I'm thankful that I got to ride everything, and I think obviously there's a lot to do here. I filled most of the day just kind of being somewhat timely, somewhat leisurely, getting around, and there's going to be even more to do really soon, so can't wait for spring 26. Okay, hope you have a great day. Thank you so much as always for coming along, and I'll see you next time with Christmas stuff.